Hello everyone, it's me Kat and we're live. I'm with A Better Life with Kat and I'm here today to help you have peace in your life, control in your home, and to learn how to finally love yourself. Today we're going to talk about how to create the perfect home. I can't wait to talk to you about it. I'm ready to say hello and greet everyone, and then we'll get into the meat of the day. So let's see what we have. Who's here today? Already got some thumbs up. I do love those. Amber Leeming, hi. Shelly K, hello. Tracy B, hello Tracy. Shelly and Amber. Donna Perry from the UK, hi Donna. Marielle Forrest, hi Kat. The color of your blouse suits you nicely. It's a dress, but thank you. Becca Anderson, Kat, good afternoon, lovely lion. Thank you, Becca. My fly baby, Donna Wiggins, hi. Suburban Hillbilly, that's Rebecca. I love ya, but no such thing as perfect. We'll see. Crystal Jackson, hey. Life with Mrs. D. Vicky, hi Vicky, good evening from Yorkshire, UK. Yolanda Lemon, good afternoon. Antonia, buenos dias. Janet Little, hi. Carlene, you're back. Hi, lovely Kat. So nice to see you live. Yay. Ooh, you guys are flying in here. Let's see. John Red, hello. Jennifer, that's John Red Jacobson. Jennifer Guerrero, hello from South Texas. Rania Zico, hello from United Arab Emirates. Kathy Davin from Rochester, New York. Loving your daily videos, keeping me on track. Awesome. Hey, Time Finesca. Hello. Oh, hey, Haim Finesca. I beg your pardon. Hello, Haim. Arlene Simadari. Greetings from South Africa. It's 8:30 at night. Wow. Jackie Longnecker, who lives in Keystone Heights, Florida. Hi, Kat. 2 days in a row. Yes, ma'am. Patricia Reynards, hello from Ohio. Maisie Oliver, hi Mom. Thanks very much. She said I was looking lovely. Natalie, hi. Kayla Packer, hello. Sarah Jones, hi from Kentucky. Wow, we've got 47 people on already. That's pretty good. Sometimes we'll have a little bit more, but I think that's probably going to be it. I bet we'll have a few more stragglers in a minute. Let me take a sip of water and see what happens. It's magic. Raising Up Jules, Valerie, hi from Louisiana. Hello, Valerie. Okay, let's talk about it. How to create the perfect home by Kat. Oops, we have a couple more. Crystal Ott from the Bay Area, hi. Thanks for your commitment. You're very welcome. Ex-Zombie Mama, that is Jamie. Good afternoon, lovely lady, to you as well. Okay, how do we create a perfect home? Well, Rebecca already blew my cover. You can't have a perfect home. There's no perfect anything in the world. There's no perfect meal. There's no perfect diet. There's no perfect skin. There's no perfect hair. There's no perfect children. There's no perfect anything, right? So the thing that we want to remember is that when we clean, we can't do it perfectly. When we declutter, we're not going to be able to do it perfectly because we are imperfect and we live in an imperfect world. The thing to know is that once you accept that you are imperfect and that you will not do something perfectly, then you're going to be free. That's going to free you. And you're going to say, okay, you know what? Kat's right. Doing something imperfectly still blesses the family. That's an actual quote from Marla Silly, the Flylady. Doing things imperfectly still blesses the family. And so what do we want really? We want a happy family, right? Are we really concerned about our things versus our family? No, we're not. We're concerned about our family. So stop hyperventilating over perfectionism and our things. Because things are not living people, right? The living people in your family are the most important things. And they are not perfect, just like you're not perfect. And that's okay, because they still bless you, right? They still bless you, and you bless them. So what I want you to do is I want you to do your daily routine every day. It won't be perfect. You won't see a difference for a little bit if you're just starting. But you're going to get up every morning and do that morning routine before your children. You won't get up every time before your children, because why? Because you're not perfect. But most days you'll get up before your children. The reason you're doing that isn't for your children. Well, it is. It's indirectly for them. It's for you. so that you won't feel that pressure of not taking care of yourself and trying to take care of other people when you haven't taken care of yourself, right? So take care of yourself first, and then take care of your people, okay? And then they will get the blessing of you having taken care of yourself, even if you don't do it perfectly. Even if you, did something too long and didn't do something else fast enough. You know what? Practice doesn't make perfect. That's not true. There's so many old sayings that aren't true. Practice doesn't make perfect. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all is not true. Those are not true statements. And I don't know how they wiggle their way into our psyche, into our social consciousness. Those things are not true. The thing that is true is that we're imperfect, and we're going to do the best we can, because you know what? All you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. It's enough, right? That's right, Amber. So that's what I want to tell you about today. I want you to do your routines every single morning. You remember we talked about claiming the day? Claim your morning. Claim it before you go to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a great morning. I'm going to do my morning routine, however imperfectly. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. After my routine, I'm going to do my weekly job and my monthly job. And then I'm going to finish up with more routines at the end of the day. And it's going to be a great day, right? Okay. So that's a short but sweet. There is no perfect. It's okay. You're okay. Let's talk about it. What do you have to say? Let's see. Have a drink of water. The magic drink of water while your notes come up. Christy said, I tell my kids practice makes progress. And that's good. Yeah, get that old stuff out of don't put that old stuff in your heads, right? And I know teachers and things, they don't think, and they say things like that too, but there's no perfect. What else? What else is somebody saying? And somebody else said something about practice makes permanent. Who said that? That was Amber. Practice makes improvement. That's what Jamie teaches her kids. Progress, I love it. Carlene says, I've been getting some real awareness recently about perfectionism, her perfectionism. I used to think it was great, but it's crippling. If I couldn't do it, then yeah. Okay, Princess Mom Jocelyn, love that name. Jocelyn here. My son and I love you. Your advice and motivation changed my life. That's so precious. Maisie says, Kat, how will I ever get to the one other room? Do I do 15 minutes each or? Carlene, I wouldn't do it at all. That's right. That's your finishing sentence. Now I just start and it's all better than nothing. That's right. Andrea Ann, perfectionism is not helpful. I know that personally. It's crippling. It is. And somebody already said that. It's crippling. Michelle Koulis, I tend to feel like the day got away from me if I oversleep. But I try to just reset my routine to whatever time it is. It's okay if my routine starts at 8 instead of 7. Good for you. Amanda Wood, thank you, Kat. Need to hear this, as always. That's so fun. Princess Mom, I forgot your name already. I'm sorry. Thank you. My grandmother named me. It was beautiful, and I can't remember what it was. Let me go back and find it. You don't have to tell me again. Jocelyn, that's right. That is a beautiful name. Janet Little, as a foster parent, I constantly have workers inspecting my house. I feel like it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be clean and organized, but not perfect. Okay? Maisie said, 15 minutes in each room of the 2 rooms when it's lounge and the other one and one other room, or do I just do one room? I'm a payroll lion. Okay. Maisie, if you're going to do what you're going to do, let's just talk. I did my daily this morning live, but I think I reinstated something I haven't done in a while, and that's that there are, and I just said it earlier in this thing, there are, be sweet, Carlene, there are 3 things that we do every single day. We do our routines, and in my world, there are 6 of them, right? Morning routine, laundry routine, paper routine, if you still have paper, that can go away. After dinner routine, before bed routine. Oh, it's 5, I'm sorry, 5, okay? That's it, plus the kids, if you have kids. Then the next thing we do every day is something we're going to do every week. We do one different thing a day, every week, over and over and over again. So today, it's planning day and desk day. So today, our weekly thing is go in your refrigerator, give it a little clean, take inventory, make a grocery list, balance your checkbook, pay your bills, make your budget, right? And then the third thing we do 4 days a week, but for payroll 1 day a week, you kind of lump it together if you can't do it after work or before work, and that's your zone, and that's a monthly job. So we're only in the living room 1 day out of the month. 1 week out of the month. So we're doing the living room. If you have 2 living rooms, the one that's formal, we're not talking about that one. That's considered an other room. The one that everyone goes to and gets the messiest, that's the one we're cleaning, deep cleaning or decluttering this week. Okay, I hope that answered your question. Hi, Monica Hernandez. Okay, Amanda says, I used to freak out about company coming, especially in-laws. Now I just take a deep breath. We live here is my response to snide remarks. Yeah, you don't even have to respond to a snide remark. You can totally act like it wasn't said. Just totally ignore it. Because this is your home. You are the CEO. This is the way you choose to keep your home. And it's rude for people to make comments about it anyway. So just ignore rude behavior, right? Oh, buddy, this is Amber. I'm trying to take a bite out of these finances that need to be updated. I'm super behind, determined to get back on track. Slow and steady. I think it's time to call it a project. Your finances, you might want to do, you know what, just do all your work. If you're an at-home flybaby and you've got something like that that's bugging you, you can call it a project, but I wouldn't drop my zones for it. I would do that in the lump of time you have in the afternoon. That's what I would do, and I'd work on it every day during that lump of time. Because if you're an at-home lion, you're getting everything done by, really, if you're getting up at 7, you're going to have everything done by 10 or earlier, until it's time for dinner, except for a little lunch cleanup. That's it. So you've got a big lump, and even if you're homeschooling, you still have a lump of time. You can work on it every day until you get it caught up. It is important. Finances are very important. The saddest thing I think I've ever seen is when people have the money to pay their bills, yet overdraft their account and are late on bills because they're just not keeping up. And it's such a simple thing to do once you get a handle on it. Kathy Whitaker, I've been gone since Saturday. I'm behind for the week. Do I do everything I've missed? Nope. You forgive yourself and start fresh. Today is routines. Let's get on them, right? You just start where you were. If you didn't do your weekly home blessing last week, or you didn't do it this week, and you don't want to squeeze it in, I don't want you to try to make it up for it. Just do it next week. Just claim that. Claim that you're going to get that done next week, right? I've skipped a weekly home blessing here and there. I surely have. Carlene, me to Christy. I guess it means we acknowledge what's bugging us, but we don't have the pressure to do it all now. Okay, I like that. You're welcome, Kathy. Rebecca, Suburban Hillbilly. I had not allowed enough time for my friend's doctor's appointment. She needed the emotional support, though. Totally worth it to support her. Absolutely. However, and I know, Rebecca, that you have I think you have a thing that flares, like an immune problem. So you are not 100% able to work like a person who doesn't have an immune challenge. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. So still taking your friend to the doctor, unless you had to be there at the crack of dawn, you could have done, a person can do a lot in the amount of time they have. They just don't realize they can do it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see what Patricia Reinarts is saying. I'm working on finances this week as well. I'm balancing one account a day, every day until I'm caught up. I feel so much more peace with the accounts. I've managed to get caught up so far. That's so true. I'm so glad you are. You guys all know I was a banker, right? Ex-zombie mama, this is Jamie. I reclaim my morning. Kids home from school and can't do errands or grocery shop tomorrow. So flipped my Friday and Wednesday routines. We'll go do errands Saturday while son's at basketball practice. I got this. Yes, you do. High five, Jamie. Awesome. Mary L. Forrest. Most people focus more on how you make them feel than how your house looks. That's true. I always say I didn't come to visit your house. I came to visit you. Right? And that's the thought I want you to keep. Shelly K. I've been struggling with my morning routine lately, and perfectionism tends to stop me in my tracks. I'm going to let it go and claim my mornings. I love it, baby. Shelly, you can do this. Becca Anderson, my Becca, realistic expectations is better than lofty ideals that keeps us chasing our tails in defeat. I would go on crazy spurts and clean something obsessively while my home crashed in around me. Isn't that true? It's like we hyper-focus on one thing because we have to get it perfect. I'll give you my own sewing example. I used to do this when the kids were little. I would sew something, and I'm a perfectionist because we all tend to be, right? So if the seam wasn't right, I would rip it out and sew it again. And then if something else wasn't right, I would rip that out. And I might rip it out 2 or 3 times because I was, all right? And so I would be all day because I not only was a perfectionist about the seams and the buttonholes and all that stuff, but I also must complete it. I must complete it. So I would be frantic, full of adrenaline, angry, hyper-focused. My children were starving. I just threw something at them. My husband would come home, no dinner. The house is just, exploded. What are you doing? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm almost through. And then you hated the garment because you just had such a hateful attitude the whole time you were making it, instead of, okay, today I'm going to cut it out, and tomorrow I'm going to sew the side seams, and if it's out a little bit, guess what? I've bought things in the store that were out of line a little bit. We're not going to be a perfectionist. Slow down, take your time, right? But there's no perfect. That's my example. So yeah, I was a crazy woman. All right, let's see. Maisie, I love this system, doing all 5 things, just fretted over the extra rooms I'm not getting to do. I just keep shutting the doors and saying, I see you, and I will get to you. Or I see you and have a plan for you. Exactly, Maisie. Monica Hernandez, and you will, I promise you will. You will have so much free time. Monica Hernandez, financial is my problem too. I never have time, or I do not like to do. It's probably you do not like to do versus I never have time. Let's change the way we talk. Let's change the way we think about the way our minds work. Because a lot of us say, oh, I hate math, I hate numbers, I hate finances. You really don't. It's just a little puzzle. It's just a little game to balance. It's all a little game. So start saying, you know what? I love this little challenge. I can make, this is my money. This money does not run me. I run my money. And I'm going to get this done. And you know what? I'm not going to be a perfectionist about it, right? Now, I've told you before, I'll freely admit I'm a balance to the penny person, and I can drive myself nuts looking for that penny in there. But guess what I've done in the past 5 years or so? If I can't find it, I just adjust my checkbook. I just adjust it. It's not necessarily a penny. Sometimes it's $3.50. Where did it go? I don't know. But I fix it, and I'm pretty good with math. And I use a calculator. So don't worry about it. Just do the very best you can to do your bills on time, pay your bills on time, and balance your checkbook and have a decent budget that really matches your income so that you can afford to buy groceries without going and overdoing it or buying Christmas or whatever it is, okay? Okay. All right, let's see. Gosh, there's so much to talk about. Let's see, Suburban Hillbilly. I did a lot before, but never enough to suit me. No immunity issues, just severe insomnia and rescue dogs and require hours every morning and night. They are why God put me on earth. Okay. Becca, that was me to a T. What did Becca say? Becca, what did you say? Realistic expectations. Okay. Raina says, Kat, I know this is off topic, but there's one thing that's getting me down. My decision to be a stay-at-home mom and people's views on being just a housewife homemaker. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. I've been both. Don't let other people judge you. Or they can judge you. Who cares? Who cares what they think? Right? Do they pay your bills? Do they live in your home? Do they sleep with your husband? Do they eat your food at your table? Do they buy your groceries? Do they do all that for you? No, they do not. They don't have any say-so in your personal life. If you feel good about being a stay-at-home mom, you'd poo-poo their opinions. Who cares? Who really cares? Do you really care? I mean, really? Would you really go back to work because somebody doesn't like that you're staying at home and thinks that you're laying on the couch eating bonbons and throwing around a head of lettuce all day? No, you don't care. Really? So go back and watch my Don't Let Your Feelings Get Hurt video. Don't worry about them. That's their problem. And really, it's none of their business. But be loving. All right, let's see. Kimbers, how can I find the schedule for the live stream? Kimbers, I'm doing the live stream this week every day at 11, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to schedule it anymore because scheduling it for me is very uncomfortable. It's like I have to come clock in and do this. And so I really like to do them when I'm feeling my very best, my most inspired. And so if you miss it live, you can always watch it. But hopefully you'll get a notification and you can pop in if you can. If you can't, we're not going to have perfectionism, right? And I'm going to drop that too because I really want to do it right at 11 and all that stuff. I can't do that anymore. I can be out and doing something and have to rush home, and I shouldn't have to do that. And you shouldn't expect me to do that, right? So, and I know you don't, but it's nice to know, and I know that's true, but it's not going to be that way because sometimes I want to do them really early in the morning because I have people on the other side of the world who need them really early in the morning or later at night. I won't do it if it's dark because I don't get the light to make the recording, and I prefer the natural light, so that's what I'm going to do, okay? All right, hope y'all heard that. After this week, I'm not doing a scheduled live. It'll just get a live every day, sometimes two, depending on how inspired I feel, okay? And let's see. Ginger Rogers. My weekly home blessing is still a struggle for me. I find if I put on Marla's podcast, I can get it done easier. Whatever works, Ginger, whatever works. You can totally do whatever works. Doesn't matter. You can go on our Facebook group and say, hey, I'm doing my weekly home blessing hour. Are y'all doing yours? I'm going to strip my bed right now. I'll be right back. Come back. Okay, I did that, and now I'm going to do this. Okay, I did that, now I'm going to do this. You can do it that way. You know, as long as you can be accountable sometimes. Don't spend too much time on that Facebook, though, or you'll spend 2 hours doing your weekly home blessing hour. Or you could just say, I'm going to do my weekly home blessing hour. This is how I'm going to do it. I'll come back to you when it's over. And then when you check back in, it's less than an hour. It's like, awesome. Okay? All right. Yes, I have a Facebook group. It's called Kat Brewer. And the link is below. Always the link is below. I loved your Mr. B video in the car yesterday. So funny. That's funny, Kim. Let's see. Suburban. No, Kat. Actually, I have to joke about watching soap operas, filing my nails, and eating bonbons. My mother accuses me of this regularly. She has no clue because she wouldn't let anything with fur in her house no matter what. Yeah, so it's not her life. Everybody gets a chance to, I say that about my children too and other people's adult children. Everybody gets the opportunity to name their own baby, to give birth to their own baby if they do, to buy their own house, to buy their own groceries, to clean their own house. This is their life, not my life. My life is right here. Okay? So I like that. It's just the way I feel. You don't run other people's lives and don't let other people run your lives. You can be firm but kind. All right, let's see. Jackie, good idea not to schedule. Do whatever's best for you. We can listen when we can. Thanks. But I'm going to keep it scheduled this week because I already promised. And I don't break promises. What about your Facebook group? What about it? Ginger Rogers, about your Facebook group. I don't know what you're asking me. I didn't know about your Facebook group. Okay, well, now you do. Always look at the little drop downs. When you watch people's videos, pull a little drop down box. When you're looking at the video, there's a little, on the phone anyway, a little V like this. Push it and all the stuff below will be down there. And in mine, I've got links to other videos. I've got links to my Facebook group, to my Instagram, my P.O. Box address, Larry's YouTube channel. It's all down there. So do that, and you can find all kind of wonderful things. Sometimes people put recipes down there if they do videos for food. They don't always, but sometimes. Mrs. Spence, hi, new from England. I understand how you feel, Ryan, but I have learned to ignore it. Is your name Ches? Is that your name? Welcome. We're so happy to have you. Cheers, Mrs. Spence. God bless. That's Raina. Finally caught you live, Tracy Rays, welcome. Tracy B, letting go. Kat, how can you really just let it go? Like that? Just like that. Just like that. I'm telling you, Tracy, I don't think that you really watched, or maybe you need to watch again the video on apologizing and getting your feelings hurt. It's all kind of in the same thing. You just let it go. Other people call that giving it to God, letting it go and letting God do it. I say put it in a bubble and blow it away. So if I blow it up to God, that's okay, right? Okay. You just let go. And I don't know how else to tell you to do that, but to do it, to purposely let it go. Watch that video and make a difference, Tracy. Okay, let's see. Jamie X Zombie Mama. I love when people say, what do you do all day if you don't have a job? I tell them my job is 24/7. That's exactly right. At home is very difficult. It takes a lot of commitment, and sometimes it's very lonely. It's actually much more sociable to go to work because there are people that are your age with like interests that you work with. And instead of somebody saying, Mama, Mama, and saying, I told you to pick that up all day long, it's much harder. But it's all of them are worthy, whether you work or whether you're at home, because there's many people who work who would just give their right arm to be at home, and they can't afford to do it. And so I don't want to criticize anyone who works, because I know they would much rather be home most of the time. I know that's the way I felt the entire time. I felt that way the entire time. So it's all honorable. Whatever we do is honorable, and we're not going to worry about it no matter what our circumstances are, right? We're just going to let it go. Okay. And 7 kiddos is a huge job. You're right, Mr. B. Ivana, you're a big fan from Croatia. Hi, Ivana. So sweet. Ginger Rogers, to let it go, remind yourself repeatedly, and it'll begin to feel right. Thank you. That's a good one. Maisie, anyone else on a Mac? I don't know how Mac works, but somebody can tell you. Jennifer Guerrero, in my case, I had to click the bell. Okay, you guys talk. Oh, Jamie says she feels blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. Awesome. Catch yourself and stop, Becca says. That's about to let it go. Maisie's ticked the bell. I can just hear you saying that, Maisie, in your little beautiful accent. Carlene, I have the same problem. I watch them later, but this is fun. That's Kimber's talking to Carlene. What did you say, Carlene? Let me go up here and see. I'm a bit dim with finding out about when you are live. I've subscribed and I've hit the bell, but should it make a sound or something to say you're live, or do people keep checking? It usually sends you a little notification on your phone that someone is live. Like, you know how you, on my phone anyway, there's like a little drop down that comes over my page that says someone's live. That's how it works for me. All right. Suburban is talking to ex-zombie mama. She worked 10 times harder at home. When you work, there's nothing getting messed up, and no one is at home all day. That's right. Okay, Jordan, Patrick Family Life. I get judged sometimes for being a stay-at-home mom. Like at Thanksgiving, we told one family member we want to have a baby number 4, and she said, "You're so young already, and have 3. Why not live a little?" You know, and people don't mean that when they say that. They don't. Don't worry about it. And it probably is a good idea not even to discuss your plans like that with other people, because they don't get it. You know, there's something in the Bible that says don't cast your pearls before swine. Not that your relative was a swine, but they don't get it. Okay. And we don't care if they judge us. I wish it did send me a notification. I need Google to do that. I don't want to miss you. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Carlene. If you're not getting a notification, I don't understand. Look up your phone, whatever kind of phone you have, and find out how you just put in a thing that says, how do I get notified from YouTube when someone is live? And you'll find lots of things about it, and they'll maybe give you some hints or tricks that you can do. Okay. Hey, girlfriend, Farmer Mima's here. Yay. You're welcome, Tracy. Tell her that's what living is to you. There you go. You know, I heard the greatest thing the other day. This man was talking to a friend. This guy is a pastor, and he used to be a drug addict and a partier. And he went to go see his friend who used to, not a drug addict like what we imagine in our mind, but somebody who took drugs heavily and partied heavily. And he reformed his life, and he came to Christ, and he went to see one of his old buddies, his old party buddies from college, at his job, at his insurance company or whatever. And he told him about Christ, and the guy said, well, what do you do for fun? And he said, I thought about it for a minute, and I said, I'm having fun right now. So, what we do for fun might be different than other people. Maybe we're not as focused on ourselves, but it's still fun, right? Sometimes it's not as fun to focus on yourself a lot, and I think that's what the world tells you. You need to have me time and all that, and you do need a little time for yourself, but not to the extent of cutting out your family for that. Oh, good, Mr. B, I'm doing that now. What did you tell her, Mr. B? Mr. B, Mr. B. Looking to see what you said. Is that you down here? Sometimes you have to change the notification setting in your phone to make a noise. Otherwise, it'll just pop up with no sound. Oh, mine doesn't make sound, so I guess I need to do that too. Farmer Mima, girl, you are my spirit animal. That's from Jamie. Hi, Luba. What's wrong with Suburban Hillbilly? Nothing? Is there something wrong with you, Suburban Hillbilly, Rebecca? I apologize for any comments. I'm stressed today. That's okay. I think Rebecca has had a little tight schedule today. That's all. Nothing hard. She's got it. Jennifer, I had a little kid ask me what I did all day, and I said clean, cook, etc. And he said, oh, you cook all the meals? No. And of course, my house is not always clean. Let's see. And ex-zombie mama, Farmer Mima loves you too. My kids are what bring me my enjoyment. That's right, Jordan. Wonderful. That's Mr. B. Thanks, Mr. B. You're a star. Luba, just stress this too shall pass. There we go. All right, so we've been on here for 31 minutes. There have been, well, I know there are 89 of you on right now. I would appreciate it if you haven't already subscribed. If you subscribe and push that little notification bell so you'll get a notification. And of course, I love it when you give me a thumbs up because it makes me know that this is special to you and worth my effort, even though I would do it for no thumbs up always. Larry Brewer always says nothing ever stays the same. That's 100%. Jordan says that she loves me. And Maisie says my husband is helping by swishing and swiping. Mine is too. Aren't they the greatest? All right, my loves, have a fabulous day. Oops, I got to read Trina. I haven't seen her all day. Hold on, Trina Pretty. I gave up on perfect a long time ago, and if one area is perfect, it means the other areas are not being taken care of. Ha ha. Luba, that monthly cycle and stress are connected. Well, that's true. Carlene, yep, that's my dad. Keeps signing off text as swishing and swiping dad. Swishing and swashing dad. He's precious. All right, loves, have a wonderful day. Remember that you are beautiful, and I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11, plus my daily, plus a keto thrown in there now and then, and maybe a little crazy little pop-up video.